Olympique Marseille, one of the most exciting and entertaining football teams so far this season. They have appointed manager Roberto De Zerbi, who seems to be a perfect fit for the club and their ambitions to take over PSG. He's made some massive signings, and today we will be using those signings to take Marseille to the top of the French division. And that is right, we are here with Marseille. This is a big rebuild, as all of the French league rebuilds are. We are up against the big dogs in PSG. They are going to be so difficult to overcome this rebuild. I don't know if I can do it yet, but I'm excited to see if we can. We've also got a pretty good squad at the helm. Of course, we've got a big manager in De Zerbi, who's made so many great transfers, such as Mason Greenwood, Adrien Rabiot, who is the newest addition to the squad. Only just today, on the day of recording, he has been announced to agree terms with Marseille, such as other players such as Wahi. I can't say his first name very well. There are so many great signings here that I think this team has a lot of potential to be very good. But I think main player for me is going to be Mason Greenwood. I think he's a very good footballer. Obviously, as a Manchester United fan, someone who I was sad to see go. That's my star boy. If I found that unfortunate. Another main player in Rabiot, someone who I've used in so many of my rebuilds before, and you will have noticed, because he's world class, and honestly I'm sure he'll put in every shift necessary over the next couple years that we have him at the club, if we do manage to keep him for a couple years. Of course, Saudi interest is real. But places to improve, obviously I wouldn't be able to know too well right now. From what I can tell going through the squad, I think maybe the fullbacks are a tiny bit weak, but would I look to improve them right now? I don't think so. I don't even see myself making any transfers, to be honest, yet. So we will have to wait and find out. I'll sim to the end of the first transfer window to show you what tactic we're running throughout this first season of the rebuild, any sales or any purchases that we have made. So we've made absolutely zero transfers this transfer window. No business whatsoever has been done, no sales or signings. So let me take you straight to the tactic that we're going to be running for this first season. We've got a 4-1-2-1-2 with a Mezzala on attack over here. When I do sort by the best 11 from the AI, this is kind of how it looks, and I'm quite happy with this. Obviously, instead of the lone player in goal in Pau Lopez, we'll have Rulli in goal. Like I said, fullbacks do look slightly weak. I mean, not the strongest of fullbacks as I would prefer, but I can't complain too much right now. It's definitely working out so far. We'll have Rabiot in a bit of a more attacking role, which is a bit different from what I would normally use him in. He is normally more of a defensive midfielder, but we will try him out in that Mezzala role. He will be moving a bit more out onto the wing to hopefully get in a good ball for either Faris or Wahi, who are up top. Honestly, I'm quite happy with this formation. I think it looks good, and so far in the league, it's performed pretty well. 4 matches in, 4 matches in, 3 matches won, and 1 draw. 0 losses so far. Same with PSG, as well as Lyon, Monaco, and Rennes, though. So there are a lot of people that are also challenging for that second and third place spot right now. So we really do need to push as hard as possible throughout the season to make sure we do bag that. I'll catch you at the end of the season to see if we have managed to do that, because I really hope we can see that. So we are here at the end of the season, and player stats look quite decent, especially one player by the name of Faris. Not someone who I have actually heard of too much myself, but on a 7.56 for the season, he has had a great season. 27 goals and 4 assists in 32 league starts. Brilliant from him. I'm excited for the future, honestly. We've had a great start here, so I'm excited for the rest of this rebuild. We also have Wahi on the highest assists. A bit weird. I was expecting Harrit to be on highest assists, maybe Rabiot, maybe Højbjerg, someone within the midfield. But it was Wahi. Can't complain. 12 assists is a bit low, but I'm not gonna go too much into that. We'll take a look at competitions. Hopefully we've managed to bag, I'm not gonna say a league, but Champions League for this first season, and second place, a good finish. That's a solid finish. Challenging for the league in our first season is all I could ask for from this team. So I'm so thankful that we've actually managed to get that done. Second place, only 8 of the title. Of course, PSG are kind of slightly unbeatable right now. So let's just hope within the next couple seasons we can start to put in that proper challenge and actually perhaps win a league towards the end of the rebuild. Otherwise, everything looks good there. Let me take a look at the tactic one more time, just sort by the best 11. This is the 11 we're kind of working with here. Places to improve. Again, I'm still not fully comfortable with the right back that we have. I mean, also, yeah, not even looked at the tactic. This is kind of, I think this is a concept tactic. This might happen, this might not happen, but I'm thinking that it very well could. I did want to get Greenwood more involved, so I think I will have him on the right with Faris, Wahi and Harrit also as that shadow striker. I don't know if I'll go with this. It all depends on how pre-season goes, how the first couple matches of the season go, and I might change it before then. We'll have to wait and see. I will show you that. But places to improve on, I definitely could use another fullback and possibly even another attacking midfielder, because I'm not too keen of playing Harrit. Otherwise, though, the team does look very good. I'll be seeing you at the end of the next transfer window to see who we've managed to sell or bring in, because we do have a lot of players leaving us who were here on loan last season. We're going to have to make a couple signings probably, so I will catch you there. So we've made one single sell in Luis Enrique off to Brest. He's gone for £5 million. Another Ligue 1 team, so it's a bit upsetting to see him go to not a rival, but you know, a league rival in a way, someone who's in our league. He could come back to buy us, so I really hope he doesn't. And with that money, we've added a bit of our own savings and brought in Emerson Royal from AC Milan. Not a player that I honestly had ever thought I'd be signing in a rebuild, but he does actually look very decent for that right back's position. Obviously, not too strong going forward with the ball, I will have to admit that, and that is a bit bad for me because I am someone who does like a fullback that can go forward. But his other attributes do look good, so he can get into those positions. Just when you try to give him the ball to cross it, it's not going to end up too well for him. So I'm excited to have him in. Hopefully we can manage to build something around him. Otherwise, though, we have not chosen to go for the tactic that I had shown you before. This is kind of the tactic that we will be going for this second season. We're going for sort of a 4-3-3, but with 3 defensive midfielders. I think this is the first time I've ever ran 3 DMs in one formation, so it's gonna be interesting for sure. But so far it's worked out. Going to be running a front 3 of Wahi, Greenwood and Faris. I hope that does work out. Honestly, only worry is the fact that fullbacks will be kind of encouraged to go very far forward in this, and with Emerson Royale's crossing ability, I don't see that being much of a help here. But I can't complain too much there. In the league so far, we've done pretty well. 1 loss against Nice, who are top of the league right now, but so did PSG. PSG also did lose, so that is a good sign. They're dropping points. Hopefully we can catch them up very soon. That is the main hope. We just need them to drop off so we can pick up, and they cannot expect any of it. I will catch you at the end of the second season, and hopefully I can come back to you with another second or third, not second finish. I want another second, but I want a challenge. I want a good run in the Champions League, and I want a challenge for the French Cup, or yeah, the French Cup. I'll see you there. End of season 2 has arrived, and player stats don't look as great, I'll be honest. Faris and Mason Greenwood tied on highest goal scorer, 22 goals, but a good season from Greenwood and also a great season from Faris too. 7.29 average rating for him, and I think it was 7.28 for Greenwood, so very similar seasons from them. Emerson Royal weirdly on the highest assists on a 7.19 average rating too. Wanted by Saudi Arabia. Praise the Lord and everyone up there. Great all round, but not as high specifically for each player. So I'm skeptical. I don't know what to expect from the competitions, but I'll press on that just now. 3rd place, not as good. Like I expected, kind of. Not as good. That kind of disappoints me, but it's alright. Only 2 points off 2nd place. 13 off the title in total. So PSG did have a pretty good season, also only dropping points on 5 occasions. So I kind of expected any more. PSG are destined to win it almost every season, so I mean it's kind of expected, but not too horrible of a season. Let's take a look at the tactic and the best players in it. As you can see, I mean honestly, for improvements, it all depends on who leaves. We've got quite a bit of Saudi interest. A couple players unhappy at the club, whether that's because of their deal or because they just want to move on. So really and truly, it all just depends on who we do end up moving on, who stays, who doesn't, and that will all be shown at the end of the next transfer window, which I will be showing you in just a second. I'll see you there. So if you've made it this far, I just realised that my on-screen keyboard was on that whole time, so I deeply apologise. But we started off with a big sale this transfer window, with Faris leaving us to go to Al Ittihad, £60 million. They saw what he was doing for us, 2 brilliant seasons in a row, back to back. Starting off with a 7.56 average rating is amazing, and honestly it was good that we got rid of him while he was valued so high, because I don't think he was going to be valued that high. He was already slightly declining in ability. We've also gone and sold Rulli for We've also gone and sold Rulli. He's 34 years old, so not someone I was planning to use too much, and got good money for him at 34 years old. £10 million from Damak in Saudi Arabia. Great money to get for him. So finally sold Paul Lopez to Real Betis for £5 million. We didn't need him at the club anymore, and he wanted that return to Spain, so we let him have it. And we started off signings very big, with a free signing from Crystal Palace of Marc Guéhi. What a defender he is. He's going to smash it in the French league. I think this was a great move, and you know, Crystal Palace, I'm pretty sure at this point got relegated. He was looking for a way out by any means necessary, and we gave it to him, so hopefully he can perform well for us. We've also gone and dug further into the Championship to purchase Aaron Ramsdale from Southampton. £35 million, not too horrible. They did make good profit off it, and it is a bit expensive, I won't lie there, but I'm sure that is money that will come back to us in no time due to his high performance level. He is a good goalkeeper, and I'm sure if we can catch him on his day, he will be a complete game changer. We've also gone and bought Martin Baturina from Dynamo, £17 million. I'm not too sure how we'll fit in at the start of this season, because so far we've tried to put him into our current system. It hasn't worked out too well, so maybe it might have to be like a rotational thing until we make a system that fits him. I'm not sure yet. We'll just have to wait and find out. We've also gone and signed Thomas Lemar, a French player from Atletico Madrid. £15 million we've signed him for. I brought him in because of his high versatility. He can play almost anywhere on the pitch, so it's brilliant to have someone who can do that. Almost, well, yeah, everywhere on that left side he's comfortable. Few positions on the right side and through the middle also. That is the perfect player to have in a team on your bench. We've also signed Nico Williams from Nottingham Forest. I think he looked very talented, and he was available on a free transfer. So for now, we have got him in as cover for Emerson Royale. But will that change in the near future? Because looking at those attributes, they already do look better than Emerson Royale's. So that could be something that changes in the very near future. But welcome in Nico Williams. And the final signing in, we wanted good cover for Ramsdale, someone who can come in and perform just as good, if not better. Kepa Arrizabalaga has joined us on a free transfer from Chelsea. Of course, he was mostly a backup over there when he came back from loan from Bournemouth. So I think it's a good signing to bring in on a free and very cheap wage also, so I'm happy with it either way. Looking at the tactic, we've actually changed back to a very similar, yeah, almost identical tactic to the first season, because we've now sold a striker. We've gone back to a 2 up top and a 4 at the three in the midfield, but not DMs. I mean, it's different completely from second season. We've gone back basically to the exact same as the first season, so there's not too much explaining to be done. We will be running Højbjerg, Rongier and Rabiot, I guess, as our starting midfielders. But maybe Batterina could have a spot there as the box-to-box, maybe as the Mazzala, who knows. It all really just depends on how it works out. But so far it has worked out pretty decently. 4 matches in, 3 wins, 1 draw. Very similar to every season so far. But it's a good start nonetheless. So I'll be simming to the end of this season and hopefully coming back to you with a very, very good challenge. I hope to be literally a few points off PSG. I expect by now for us to be maybe 5 at maximum points off PSG in second place. As well as hopefully maybe a cup win would be very big. I'll see you there. We are now here at the end of the 3rd season and player stats look disappointing, honestly. 23 goals as our highest from Ayawahi. 7.07 average rating for our highest goal scorer. Emerson Royale, our highest average rating as a right back with only 9 assists. Come on, tell me that is not disappointing. I reckon we probably got 4th or 5th place, because looking all round, these player stats do not look anywhere near a league challenging team. Let's take a look. Okay, no, because I'm getting done here for sure. Someone's what? I'm very confused. Somehow we've won the league by 15 points, only 4 losses and 2 draws. None of those losses being to PSG. We beat PSG away from home also. That is absolutely mental. They dropped off massively this season and we capitalized big time. Even though none of our players in particular ended up too high on stats, all round we managed to contribute together towards a league win in our 3rd season. That's massive, and hopefully we can carry that on, because that will be the true meaning of taking over PSG in this save. That's what we need. We need to maybe not retain, because that's difficult, retaining a league title twice in a row. But if we can win it twice within this video, I will say that it is probably a success. So I'm happy with that so far. It's a great start. Quarterfinal elimination by RC Lens in the French Cup, and knockout playoff round by Galatasaray in the Champions League. But I don't care about that right now. We won the league, man. That's all I do care about. Looking at the best 11, we almost definitely do need a new attacking midfielder. Where else could we improve on? It really and truly just depends on who leaves us, because there is so much interest all around the entire team right now after winning the league that honestly is so unpredictable who goes where and who comes in. So I'll be simming to the end of this 4th transfer window. Yeah, I'm going to say 4th. I think is the 4th transfer window. And show you who we've managed to bring in and if we've changed up the system or not. I will see you there. So we've started off with an absolutely massive sale. Adrien Rabiot has left us to join Al Ittihad for £55 million. Honestly, there was not much left for him to do at the club. We got some good years out of him and I'm thankful for that, but he's 32 now. There wasn't much of a career left in him, so it was about time to let him go, and great money to get for him at that. Emerson Royale has also left us to join Barcelona, his former club, but when you look at the transfer fee, it will shock you. £68 million they have spent on him. We've basically revived Emerson Royale's career. So, you know, he's very thankful. He's thankful for Marseille. But we've done it for him. £68 million. Go enjoy life in Spain again, my friend. Ayawahi has also left us for £45 million. And now this one makes me think, how are we going to go on next season? Because we've sold a lot of our main players and it doesn't stop there. Leonardo Balerdi has also left us to join Al Hilal. £40 million, not the highest amount of money, but a good amount of money to get for someone who I think he's a bit more easily replaceable. So it's decent money to get. And it doesn't stop there. Aaron Ramsdale has left us to go to Al Hilal. £80 million. 80 for Aaron Ramsdale. He was very high valued after his one season back in the top flight of football, and they came swooping in for him. £80 million. Big money for him. On to signings now, though. We've signed Kendry Paez from Chelsea. The 20-year-old has joined us for £35 million. I found this a little bit of a bargain. I think he does look very good. He's developed well so far. So if he can fit into one of our systems, I would definitely love to see it happen. So far, he's been good as well. So if he can develop even further, it would be amazing. He's got potential to be the next big thing. I hope he can be that next big thing. Next up, we've signed Marcus Leonardo from Al Hilal for £65 million. Now, this one, it looks weird, but he was only getting paid £85,000 per week at Al Hilal. I'm guessing they just came in to take him from Santos, and he did not want to stay at Santos. So he went to any league that he could, regardless of the wage he was earning. And now we came in, we swooped him up, £210,000 per week. It seems like a lot, but it's not horrible for a striker of his quality. So we're thankful to have him in. Jacob Ramsey has also joined us from Aston Villa for £70 million. I think that's our most expensive signing so far. 7.88 average rating so far, though. 9 goal contributions in 6 matches. He does look amazing so far, and that's all from that attacking midfielder position. Penultimate signing, Jean-Claude Todibo has joined us from OGC Nice. He had that loan spell at West Ham. It did not end up working out. He had 2 more seasons at Nice. They've been a bit average, so he joined Marseille. £50 million. Not cheap by any means, but he is a big signing for that centre-back role, and I hope he can prove worth it. And finally, a goalkeeper who I'm kind of up and down with from my past in this game, Noah Atubolu, has joined us for £23 million to replace Aaron Ramsdale in goal. If he plays well, he could be very good. I think he could work well because this is kind of a downgraded league, going from the Bundesliga down to Ligue 1. So hopefully he can perform well. But looking at this tactic, we've changed it up. We've now gone for a 1 up top tactic, a 4-2-3-1. As usual, it's always with the 4-2-3-1s, Clex. Honestly, 4-2-3-1 is the way to go with this. We've got one strong striker up top. There's no... We've got one strong striker up top. There's no point in partnering him up with Greenwood up top because I don't think that would work out too well. It would be better to get Greenwood onto the right, Batterina on the left. Now he suits the formation a bit more, so hopefully now he can join up on that left and perform well. He's done it well so far, so I don't see why he couldn't. Jacob Ramsey in behind Leonardo. Then back behind him, Paez, and it says Ronding here. I think it will probably be Højbjerg instead. Williams, Merlin, Guéhi, Todibo, and Atubolu in goal. That looks like a very good lineup to me, but it's also been very good in the league so far. 5 matches and 5 wins, including some big wins like an away match against Nice. Very big match and a must win, to be honest. And we did perform. So I'm excited for the season ahead. Hopefully it goes just as well as the last. I'm expecting to come back with another league title. It might be a lot to ask. But I want to come back to another league title. So let's see if I've managed to make it happen. I will catch you there. We're here back at the end of season 4. If there's one thing I've learned from this rebuild, is don't let the player stats fool you. But certain places do look very good and certain of them don't look as good. Mason Greenwood, our top goal scorer, with 24 goals. I find that a bit rubbish. Just because we've got a big Marcus Leonardo up top who's on less than 24 goals in a full season of Ligue 1 as well as Champions League. That's not great. But Jacob Ramsey on a 7.45 with 19 assists and 22 goals is brilliant. I think he's done very well, and he's kind of overdone his expectations for this season. So I'm very happy with his first season in France. But let's take a look at competitions. As I see first, PSG job is available, meaning that they probably did not do as well as they were hoping. Did we win it for a second season in a row? we've done it. 2 seasons in a row. I find this already a successful rebuild, honestly. We've overtaken PSG and there's no doubting it now. 5th place them, 1st place us. That's exactly what we've been waiting for. Also winning the Trophée des Champions, 4-1 against Lyon, making it our first trophy, I think, other than the league. That's massive. Champions League knocked out in the playoff round, who cares? 10th round elimination by PSG in the French Cup, who cares? They probably went on to win it anyways. Oh no, they didn't. They're still bottlers. I'm very happy with that season. Let's take a look at the lineup though. Kendry Pires, even though we did lock him into position last season, I don't think he grew as he never developed as I would want him to be honest. He did pick up a light couple injuries, I can tell, because only 20 starts in the league out of 34. So I'm sure he did pick up a couple injuries here and there, but he still didn't develop the way I would have liked him to. So I don't think the next season I'll be locking him in, but you know, we'll let it run the way it runs. Otherwise, places to improve, we could do with another midfielder now that Højbjerg is aging. It looks like Merlin has had a lot of interest in him over the past couple seasons. It might be time to let him go. Perhaps another centre-back for depth could be done. Like I said, probably mainly a midfielder though for this next and final transfer window. So I will catch you there, where hopefully we can come back to you with some big signings to prepare us for a big last season where we win the league and hopefully make a big push for that Champions League. So we've started off with the sale of Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. He's gone off to Al Sadd for £20 million. We still made a profit on him after, what, 4 seasons of having him at the club. 33 years old, sorry, I was about to say 32. 33 years old, and he was not going to be getting used at all this season, so we had to get him out. Quentin Merlin has also left us for a very high fee, £70 million for the left back to go off to Saudi Arabia, to Al Ittihad, to go work with some of his former teammates that we have also sold there. And it's a similar story for Mason Greenwood. He's now left us for £60 million to go off to Saudi Arabia, to Al Hilal. I think again it's quite a lot of money. I'm sad to lose him because he did really perform well and he did want to leave, to be honest, with the money that they were offering. But I think it's only bigger and better from here, isn't it? Like I said, we started off bigger and better. Our Aurelien Tchouameni has joined us for £35 million from Real Madrid. He was starting to get used as more of a squad player there, and that is not what he was happy as, so he came over to the right side of France to win the league with us. Tchouameni is back, and hopefully he can help us by contributing big time with that pedigree, that Champions League pedigree he has, the experience he's gained to help us push forward. We've also gone and signed Theo Hernandez from Al Ahly for £72 million. It's a very similar story to Marcus Leonardo. He was only getting paid, what, about 220 at Al Ahly, I believe. He asked for about 350 with us. I managed to negotiate, upping some of the bonuses and get him down to £275,000 per week. A very, very low wage, to be honest, for someone coming from Saudi Arabia, and such a great player. And our penultimate signing is the biggest one we have made this rebuild. Nico Williams, for the first time in my rebuild career, has joined us to help us win the league once again. £150 million is nothing light, but if there's anyone worth it, it's him. 26 years old, in the prime of his life, has come over to Marseille to perform, and he's doing exactly that so far. 7.76 average rating, 4 goal contributions in 5 games. He's a beast, honestly. He is a beast, and I'm excited to see if he can perform under the French league lights. Now, this signing came a bit later. Honestly, we did do another change of tactic after we went through preseason, just because I realized it wasn't working as well, and I wanted an extra defensive midfielder. I saw Mads Bidstrup was available on a free from RB Salzburg. Player who I don't really rate too highly, but he was free, so you can't expect him to be that great. Hopefully he can contribute to the team in some way, shape or form. But this is the lineup that we're going with. It's the same tactic, except we've moved the centre mids down to defensive mids, and I think this will work even better. Now, when I saw by the best 11, as you can see, it does put Bidstrup in the team over players such as someone like Kendry Pires, just because Pires isn't really a solid defensive midfielder. He's more of a central midfielder or attacking midfielder. Hopefully he'll still be getting some game time off the bench instead of Ramsey, Batterino or Williams. Otherwise though, this team does look for... Oh, I just realised we've got the Nico Williams and Nico Williams partnership. We've partnered Nico Williams and Nico Williams together, and they've got a strong partnership. That's hilarious. I like that. But honestly, I think this team does look very good, and so far the league results have proven that. 5 matches, 5 wins, 5 big wins, away matches, home matches, we've won them all. So I'm expecting for this season to retain for the 3rd time in a row, and honestly, Champions League semi-finals is what I'm wanting from my team. So I will simulate to the end of this final season to hopefully win the league. Sorry, I got a bit over my head, and hopefully get the semi-finals of the Champions League. I'll catch you there. End of the final season. I'm sad, honestly. I'm sad because I don't want to end this rebuild. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and I really don't want to end it. I hope you did enjoy it too. Please do leave a like if you did. Let's take a look at player stats. 33 goals from Marcus Leonardo in this final season. What a player he's been. Honestly, goal wise, he's been banging it pretty decently. Honestly, I think if we gave him some extra time, he's got potential to do even more. So it's unfortunate that this is the last season, but 33 goals is still brilliant. Nico Williams though has been the real star. 16 goals, 18 assists, which is our highest on assists, and highest average rating with a 7.39. What a player he's been. Definitely a clear better replacement for Greenwood, and I really do think if I did carry this on, he would be the star player throughout the rest of this club. Now let's take a look at competitions though. For the final time, we are taking a look, and I'm scared. I don't want to look. I'm not looking. We won it again. We've won a treble. We have won a treble. I can't believe that. We've managed to win a treble. Not the Champions League treble. Unfortunately, we got knocked out in the playoff rounds again. I don't want to get upset over that, but 83 points makes it a very, very good season from us. French Cup winners as well as Trophy de Champion winners. Let's take a look at the French Cup. Quarterfinals, 1-0 win against Lens, 2-0 win against Rennes in the semi-finals, and then in the final, a 3-0 battering against PSG. Very, very big. Trophy de Champion, we managed to beat AS Monaco 2-1. And a very, very big performance in the league. I'm happy with it either way. This rebuild has been a giant success because we've done everything that we set out to do. The main thing being take over PSG. And we've done exactly that. PSG have been nowhere to be seen for the past 3 seasons in a row. Now, barely fighting for Champions League football. Let's take a look just one more time. PSG 3rd, PSG 5th, PSG 2nd. They've been fighting for Champions League rather than fighting for the league. So we've done everything we set out to do. I find this rebuild a giant success. So that marks the end of this rebuild. I found that very, very successful. If you did, please do leave a like. It goes so far. Hope you did enjoy that as much as I did, because that was a lot of fun and I didn't want to end it in the end. Do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell just so you know the next time I post. And I do like to ask you to rate my rebuilds in the comments below on a 1 to 10 scale. 1 if you think it wasn't such a great rebuild, or 10 if you think it was a great rebuild and you'd love to see more exactly like this one. I hope you have a great day after watching this, and I'll catch you in my next video. I'll see you there.